Thank you for listening to the 39th Street Church of Christ Daily Devotional. The devotional today is I Choose Peace by My Actions by Jack Williams. One of the most beautiful descriptions of Jesus we find is found in the book of Isaiah, the 9th chapter, and verse 6. And there it speaks of prophetically that the Lord would come. And it says that unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, the government shall be upon his shoulder, and he shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. You know, that last phrase is one that, especially in a world filled with so much turmoil as it oft is so enticing. The Prince of Peace. And we, as we follow God, we want that peace. But sometimes we find that it seems elusive. But I would choose peace. That's what I want. I want to have peace in my life. Well, how do I do that? Now, I realize that there are some things beyond my control. I can control what I do. I can't control what others do. I can try to influence them, but I control myself. And thus, the first thing I do is to look and see proper actions. Am I doing the things that promote peace? Well, of course, Jesus, being the Prince of Peace, I need to look to him. My first decision to bring about peace in my life is to be a child of God. In the book of Ephesians, the second chapter, we find that Jesus himself, as he hung on the cross, he suffered and died, and he took away that old law. The Colossian writer says he blotted it out, nailed it to the cross, took it out of the way. But you see in Ephesians, the second chapter, that was a dividing wall between those who were followers of God and those who were not. But that middle wall of partition was now taken out of the way, and Jesus died to make of twain one new man. See, he brought peace, brought unity. And so whenever I initially want peace, I need to make sure that I'm following Jesus. You see, he is the way, the truth, the life, John 14, verse 6. So I go to him, and I find that peace is found by obeying his will. I become a child of God. The sin that separated me from God, Isaiah 59, verse 1 and 2, is now taken away. Acts 2 and verse 38, my sins have been remitted. And so I'm at peace. I know I'm his. He is mine. And so that gives me peace. But then in my life, sometimes turmoil again comes, and I need to make sure that my actions are right, that I control those things that I can. The book of 1 Corinthians, or rather 2 Corinthians, the 13th chapter and verse 5, we're told, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. You see, as I have initiated that peace by obeying the Lord and being baptized into Christ, I need to continue to walk in the newness of life, as spoken of in Romans 6. I need to be in the light where God is, 1 John 1, verse 5 through 7. And so I walk in the light as he is in the light. But if I go over into darkness, sin is revived and peace is taken away. The consequences of sin, of course, eternally are death, but so many of the consequences here are that lack of peace that I want to have in my life. So I look to the actions before me each day. 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 21, I prove all things and I hold fast that which is good. I abstain from the very appearance of evil. I want things that promote peace. Well, what about those things I can't control? Well, I need to realize that other people around me aren't going to always do right. Things aren't always going to go my way. The book of Philippians, the 4th chapter, in verse 11 and following, we find the Apostle Paul talks about that he had learned in whatsoever state he was, therewith to be content. In other words, Paul was at peace while he was being persecuted, while he was suffering need, even in times of abundance. We see he learned contentment. And that, of course, promotes peace in my life. Sometimes we think I can't do that. Well, I can't. That's why Paul said in Philippians 4 and verse 13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. You see, I determined to live the life that Christ has given me, and though the world may look and say we can't follow that because it doesn't give what they want, it does give what I want, eternal life. So I choose peace. I begin with the proper action of becoming a child of God. I continue on with doing those things. I examine myself. I look to the situations, and I do what God would have me to do. And I'm at peace. You see, it's my choice. I don't blame my actions on other people. I choose peace. I choose Jesus. I pray that you do that this day, and I do that this day, and every day after. Thank you for listening. You have a good day.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this short devotional. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be notified of other devotionals that will be forthcoming. Also, we encourage you to join us online live as we stream our services at each service time. More information can be found on our website at the link below. Thank you.